Hello there. Nice to be live again.
Hello there. He's not alone.
General Cole. We have a guest today. We have Cole who decided to join in. Maria will join in
Hi.
a few
It's
minutes. Maria
My
will
hand.
join in a few minutes. She went out with the dog, and in the meantime, it's nice to have you back here.
I'm happy to be here again.
It's like a long time, like 3 months. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, well, it's not me who escaped to Mexico.
Yeah, and probably another trip like this will happen to me.
Yeah,
very soon.
unfortunately.
So, we have Ellen in the chat room. Hi, Ellen.
Hi, Alan.
Skål. And as I already replied, of course, you can ask as many questions as you want, and for all those questions that we somehow omit, you can write either on, for example, the Tarantula Thursday, the group link should be somewhere down there, or you write me a PM if you're too shy to share stuff.
Actually, I'll pop by on the live stream to try to keep track of the comments for you.
Okay, so you're now official comment tracker. Upgrade.
Does erase come along with the upgrade of my...
You get a new perk.
Oh,
So level up. We have Maria in the chat room. Hi Maria. We are waiting for you to come back.
hi, Maria.
We have Kamil. Hello Kamil. Nice to see you. It was nice meeting you. Skål.
Hello, Go Team Slugs. Happy
Yeah.
to see you here.
Go Team Slugs in the chat room. Hi everyone. Cole.
This man never fails. Like, I don't think there is a single life he missed.
Yeah. Skål to you, Slugs. And he sent me a lot of amazing videos of what is going on in his small collection. And I said it before, I'll say it again. For me, it's so amazing that he finds joy in a type of animal, or type of animals in that case, that are so omitted in the hobby, that they are barely seen.
I know that he I know that Slug keeps earwigs, but
Yes.
have you upgraded your husbandry? Do you keep any new sorts of insects or animals?
He keeps isopods as well.
Oh God, he has
And
joined the army.
he has joined the isopod army.
Good choice, good choice.
But the stuff that he sent me, I have a video of him about earwigs. He recorded something that I have never seen before, and this is like a small glimpse into this amazing world, which is fantastic.
Congratulations, Go Team Slugs.
We have Aloha Tarantula, Aloha Susan. Skål.
Aloha.
Yeah, family gathering, like the every Thursday family gathering is is back.
Oh yeah, the all-time customers.
Yeah, and
You need to start handing them premium cards.
Some of them became moderators on the Tarantula Thursday.
Oh, cool. I haven't... Okay, just for a quick record, I haven't been around for quite a long time. Partially because of me absolutely not having any sort of free time. And partially because Mark has vanished from existence for a month.
Yeah. This Mexico. And yeah, as I already mentioned, I got the info that I probably will travel there one more time.
Just remember to bring back some good materials from there, because I'm always very happy to see like the live encounters with the fauna from the places.
I
People
told you
go-
today about the tarantula hawk.
Yeah.
Like, this was amazing, and the stuff with like the vultures that were that were
No,
hanging
no,
above my head.
I'd rather you not get lost to vultures. I'm not that interested in avians to want to meet them in personas, especially through you.
I mean, it was definitely an experience wandering through a desert, and suddenly you see vultures that are flying above you, which is kind of scary. We have and Bastian said I call bluff on that one. Okay. Remember when OC once said that he'd never sleep with a centipede, that he would rather sleep with a centipede than an earwig.
I think it's still like the old urban legend that they crawl into your ears.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they can.
Yeah, but
They
the
can
pinch,
pinch you.
Yeah, but the pinch is so delicate. Like I was pinched. Okay, so I don't know. I probably shared the story on a live. Yeah, I did. On one of your lives, I shared the story when an earwig actually got into my headset, and I put the headset on, and I started feeling like something's itching on my ear. And this was actually
nothing.
it's absolutely nothing. Like they have such weak muscles, you can barely feel they are
Yeah.
trying to defend themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just go, hello there, little one. I see you're trying your best. Keep at it.
I mean, I have a centipede from OC. Centipedes are definitely scarier since they have like
Like
those
this-
unpredictable.
The Scolopendra?
Yes.
I know. Oh, I don't want a
Want to
Scolopendra.
see it?
No, no,
I'll
no.
show you later.
I'm happy to see them. Yes, certainly, but I'd not rather not keep them nor have a close quarters encounter with them because okay. The funny thing is, even though I'm in the hobby for quite some time now, I don't even know how do they deliver their venom.
They have fangs in the front.
I thought because they on their tail they have like the in isopods those are Europodia, but that's not the case in Scolopendras. And I thought that it's something to deal with their tail, but
No.
growing up and being in the hobby, I got to realize that that's absolutely not the case. There must be something else.
There is a video on Brave Wilderness when Coyote
God.
is having himself getting bitten by a giant centipede, and I felt that.
I remember.
I felt that through the screen. So
I remember the guy recording from like a bathtub full of cold water after being bit by a pteranodilus.
I mean, you are getting what you're.
What you ask for, yeah.
Yes. So we have Tarantula Donna. I'm sorry, Wildy Exotic. So, Donna, welcome in the chat room. Skål!
Hello.
And we have a rather exciting topic today that we want to discuss. Since this took me a bit by surprise, I posted already a post that stuff is going on in the tarantula scientific community.
Oh yeah. Well, it took you by surprise. Imagine my surprise when I
Yeah,
got here today and I just learned about the topic.
Yeah, I told you this. Oh no, I printed the list and it's right next to the printer. So, hello Mark, Maria and chat. And hello to visitor. Visitor is Mr. Cole.
Hello, it's me and my hand.
Maria is out with the Doge and they will be back soon. Sorry Mark, I got my snakes too now. Skål are and snakes are perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
snakes are
if you
super
use
cool.
the time here while we are chatting, asking questions, and we do feeding stuff, and you're doing your feeding stuff or whatever, that's perfectly fine.
Oh, I like this comment. I nearly bought a half-meter long centipede at the shop and then it moved.
Also, Arok, welcome to the chat room. Skål. Right, so let me put up the list here so I have it in front of my eyeballs, because I have the list of stuff that they propose to put on CITES,
CITES.
like the Washington Convention, and this took me by surprise like a few days ago that they are thinking about revising those lists.
Well, I mean, they do it periodically, but what I'm actually kind of baffled about is that they are taking quite a interest in like protecting all the animals which are on like a daily basis, the animals we take care of, like the insects and the arachnids, they are like omitted by veterinarians, by bureaucrats, and all the parties that of interest. But on the other hand, we get quite multiple revisions for species and like the lists for the Washington conventions. Not to mention the white list, which is absolutely horrid idea.
If it actually will be active, like the white list, but because we right now don't know if this will actually happen.
Yeah, it reached like a stalemate.
Also, we are not sure if a potential white list is. Maria arrived. And we also don't know if a potential white list will also contain invertebrates. So there's also. Honestly, do you guys think house centipedes are creepier? What's more creepy, long body with short legs or short body with long legs? I think short body with long legs is definitely creepier, although centipedes have very unpredictable movement patterns, which creeps people out. So, yeah.
I think that it's like a bit of a nightmare fuel with what if snakes had legs?
Yeah. There was like a robotic thing where they put legs on a snake, and the snake was just sitting in one place and moved like where the head was going.
Oh yeah. The entire thing was that there was a bunch of optical sensors, and based on where the snake moved in the enclosure, the robot would actually make him go there, like transport him.
Sense move, and yeah, Mark is right on that. On with that. Oh, thank you for agreeing with that. Coming back to the topic of CITES and the Washington Convention. Doge arrived.
Doge is arriving. Oh Lord, he coming.
Is he visible? Yeah,
No.
there he is. Oh, there is Omi.
Le Doge. I'm gonna touch the Doge.
So,
for the record, I have absolutely no idea what is on the list. Mark hasn't presented it to me beforehand, so he's taking me by full surprise. And right now, my ignorance will come out because most likely I will not recognize like even 1/3 of the gems that are there.
You know what's scary?
Yeah.
You know a lot of them.
How do you know what I know? Get out of my brain.
Okay, Grammostola rosea.
Okay.
That's like one spider. Let's go with like the
Okay,
more
like-
commonly kept,
Okay, yeah.
because
sure.
there are some that are either not available in the hobby, or they are so rare that if you find them and you buy them, then you are basically rich because it's showing off. So the common ones that I have a lot of them here. So Grammostola rosea. We have Avicularia hirshi, Avicularia rufa, Avicularia. We have Cyriocosmus perez millesi, Holotele longipes, and we have Pamphobeteus antinos. Those are like the more common ones.
Okay, so far I know of all of them. Wasn't Grammostola rosea was like one? Yeah, I think it was like one of the in the beginning of the hobby. It was
In
like
the
one,
beginning,
in the beginning, it was like one of the more commonly kept spider.
they costed 4 zł.
Yeah, they were absurdly cheap.
When I came to the hobby, when I was like this big, like the size of Omi, then they costed 4 zł. They were like second cheapest next to
Parachybana.
Brachypelma albo Pilosum.
Oh,
Like those were like the cheapest ones.
okay.
Like
Comparing something to Lacidora parachybana is a mistake. They are a class of their own.
yes. So they were so cheap back then,
They were
and
super common.
they were super common. A lot of people had them, and when they got them back then, they probably still have them here. Have them right now, since they are very long living. And we have Maria. Maria is back.
May I interrupt you because while Tarantula Donna, I really don't understand CITES. CITES is so-called Washington Convention, and it has like 3 appendixes, and depending on which appendix the animal is on, it's either strictly under protection.
Yeah, it's either strictly under protection, so you cannot keep them, or the second one is trade is regulated, and the third one is basically it's like locally protected, or it cannot leave a certain area.
Yeah, and being on like I always get it mixed if it's the third one or the first one. One of these 3 allows you to keep them, to
sell them
with and buy them.
Issues. It's like Appendix 3.
Yeah, and it allows you to breed them, but you have to have proper papers and
with
everything.
Appendix 3? No. With Appendix 3 there's
I think it's the strictest one.
The strictest one is Appendix 1, and you need to have a special permission to keep them. First you need to
because
at least in
like
Poland,
for
I don't
scientific
know. I don't know how it is in the US, how it is in Asia, but in Europe, if something is on CITES A or CITES Appendix 1, Appendix A, you cannot keep them unless you have a permission. With second appendix, you need to have the documents, and with at least in Poland, if you have you need to register reptiles, amphibians, and stuff. With spiders, you just need to have the documents that they were bred here, that they are legally acquired or bred in captivity. And with Appendix 3, it's not like they are endangered. It's more like they are endangered to be endangered. So it's like a yellow sign.
Did I show my face on the recording? Because Coating Slack says coal face reveal. I don't think I
coal face revevel.
I think you did.
Did I?
Yeah, once when you showed your cool t-shirt.
Oh no, I just was
Your
just showing my
cool
t-shirt.
The cool one. Not the ugly
Yeah.
one.
But first of all, you're welcome, Donna. But yeah, the thing is that when a species is on one of the appendixes, you're allowed to breed it, but you have to have documents when you're buying a spider or an animal from said appendix. You have to have documents which certify that the animal was bred in captivity and it's not wild caught.
Okay, maybe let's get because you're talking about the Polish law, or like
No, it's like the CITES itself.
CITES is worldwide, but how those laws are enforced depends on the locality.
Yeah, but still, like one of the CITES states that you can.
Yes,
you
it
can
regulates pet trade on different levels.
Yeah.
That's basically the idea. It regulates worldwide the pet trade.
Tries to.
Or tries to, because we know that shady stuff happens everywhere. And the fact that some of those tarantulas are getting on those lists is, for me, it's a bit weird, since they are so common, or like they are available if you're looking for them. For example, Avik. Those, they are not so common right now in Poland, but you can get them. They are available.
Okay, but I'll be the devil's advocate for a second here now, because we might have a false perception of the phenomena, because we are basing our view on availability in like trade and availability on the market. But basically, I haven't done any research on what's happening in their endemic areas and their ecosystems.
Yeah,
so
deforestation.
The deforestation kicking in, and just that the climate's changing, and the areas especially for endemic species, this might be a huge trouble, and we might reach a point when only captive bred and held species are available, because they no longer exist in nature.
I've read a bit of the document that was proposed. If you want to take a look on your own, like in one of the posts that I posted on like the channel, there is a link. After the live, I'll try to remember to put also a link to this CITES proposal in the description, because I forgot it. I'm like this forgetful. One of the reasons, there is a list of reasons why they want to introduce those spiders to CITES. One is endemization, so to say. The regions, for example, Perez Milesi, the place where they naturally live, their natural habitat, it grows smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
and
it's shrinking.
Yeah.
It's shrinking, and the spider becomes an endemite for a region, which is a problem. The same happened with pokies, especially with
that was what I was going to say.
the
with
Metallica.
pokies. Yeah.
They also live in like a small habitat in like a natural park.
I know they're from India.
They are from India.
That's
They
all.
live in a small area, and despite the fact that this is like a national park or like a nature park, it gets deforested.
Natural reserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, natural reservate. So, yeah, this is at this level. I would agree that this might be a good reason to put them, but on the other hand, those spiders are bred like very commonly. Maybe not the Perez Milesi, but Avix. Avix are tried to be bred the whole time.
Yeah.
We have 2 Avicularia euroensis that are currently paired.
Yeah.
One bunkered down, the other one is
Freshly
paired if it happened. So people are trying, and they try to keep the hobby alive through that. There is one thing that puts me a bit in like this, this might cause a lot of problems, because I know how to potentially register them, whatever, but we have Avix, for example, have a lot of undescribed species. Like we have the morphotypes. What if those morphotypes, since they are not described as a specific Avicularia species, what about them? What if they describe that, for example, the Avicularia species, I don't know, Pucallpa, is just a different morphotype of the Avicularia avicularia?
What happen? Yeah, and one is on the CITES and the other isn't.
Yeah.
What if they get moved?
What then? What if this species switches? Because then they can just say, oh, this is too late to register them whatsoever, and then it's like a pushing back and forward with bureaucracy.
Intermission. Hello, Niffers.
Hello, Jen.
Hello, Jen. Nice to have you here. Skål.
Skål. You want more coffee, Cole?
Nah.
Nah.
Already. My sleeping schedule is already beyond repairing. I don't need to destroy it more.
So, hello, I'm kinda of lurking. My mom and her husband are here helping with some yard work, so I'll be in and out. That's okay.
That's totally fine.
That's totally
People
fine.
performing yard work, meanwhile we are at 8 p.m.
Yeah. We are currently at 8:20, so
Yep.
time zones are crazy. I've noticed that so much while I was in Mexico. Like this was like an 8-hour difference, and you suddenly had to like.
Did you suffer a lot from the jet lag?
No, I tried to get a nap while I was like on the flight, which was absolutely impossible, especially on the transatlantic. Even as it was dark, I tried so hard to do that, but no. So 30 hours without sleep.
Yay.
And then 1.5 hour of drive from Krakow to the humble city of Zabrze.
Sure, Slugs. I would love it. I'll try to guess.
So, some Acanthoscuria are also on this list. I only get like the Musculosa, which is I've heard that some of them are
maybe
somewhere there.
What other are there any other Acanthoscurias?
We have Acanthoscuria insubtilis. I would be super surprised if the Geniculata would be on this list.
Yeah.
I cannot see.
Acanthoscuria terra
Don't worry,
phosoides. Catumiri argentinense. I haven't heard
we
about
have
this.
one.
We have one?
We have one. I got one very recently.
So
How knowledgeable are you about your husbandry?
Here's the thing.
I know.
He was gone for a month.
Yeah, I was gone
Yeah.
for a month.
And I have my own cards to play with.
I am pulling one on you, but the fact is, recently, like 2 or 3 months ago, I rehoused one of my mantids, and I didn't plaster the name of the species on the container. So lately, I'm trying to feed her because she reached her adult stage. I'm picking up the container like, what were you called, little guy? Huh, guess I'll never know.
I had troubles like learning Stagmomantis libata and what was the other one?
Pinapavonis.
Pinapavonis.
So Tempusa pinapavonis.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still struggle sometimes, and also those not so common tarantula genera and genuses. That's
Yeah.
also something that I'm struggling a bit. So cool story. I tried to record like update what was acquired during my absence here and what was happening, because Maria was very she was like a workaholic here.
I was.
She did some pairings and stuff, and this whole table was full, and this is like a wargaming size table, 1 meter 20 times 1 meter 20. It was full. I recorded stuff, like put a camera here on this, and yeah, I was so happy. I was so happy that everything was recorded and documented, because it's also for me like to remember what was going on here. And after the recording, we did another pairing, the pairing of the Ephebopus murinus, and then I asked Maria, "What is this?" And it's like, "Oh, those are the roaches that I ordered." But I didn't recorded that, so what else was added? And the answer was
Another table of stuff.
so
But he only has one table.
Oops.
if I didn't order something and Maria ordered it, then I probably won't remember, because the stuff that I bought I remember, but what she bought, and she is buying like the crazy named stuff, then I have no idea.
Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Elin.
Yes, Elin, hello, you arrived here. Skål.
Skål.
And given that they are currently drinking, sorry Slag, but I am not familiar with the pop fizz, the Skylander. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm gonna assume it's some sort of like a show. I'm not really a watcher of shows and movies. Like, people are constantly making fun of me because I haven't seen so many classic movies and shows. That they really believe that when I was young, I wasn't watching TV, I was watching Stones.
You mean you were listening to rock?
Yes.
I mean, I was this year old when I first watched Star Wars.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I am still. I am not certain if I have seen all parts. I can recall I have seen some Star Wars
you only
movies.
need the original trilogy.
Yes, maybe there is original trilogy. One of the trilogies there, because there are 3 now, 4. I don't know.
There are only 2 trilogies.
Whatever.
There are
There
only
is-
2.
There are some trilogies of Star Wars. The one is original. I don't know which one, and I'm not certain if I have seen all of the Star Wars movies. Like, okay, let's say it's all of the Star Wars movies up to 2005.
That's a good guess, because there was no, and I'll repeat myself. There's no 3rd trilogy. There is no 3rd trilogy.
are you sure?
Yes,
Like absolutely 100% sure?
absolutely 100.
Not even a
20.
secret one.
There was like a fan project that was like 3 movies long, but
That sounds like a trilogy to me.
you're on very thin ice. Very thin.
I want a good series and movie on Warhammer 40k. Okay, let's roll with the topic.
Yeah.
We are sidetracking too much.
We are sidetracking, which is fine because we didn't chat for a long time. So
we could chat like the entire night today probably, and most of it would probably go around Mexico and how you almost got attacked by a bunch of vultures. But I think since you've set up a certain topic and made everyone absolutely hyped up for it, I think we should roll with it.
yeah. So he is correct. Told you both.
I'm always correct. Sometimes when people make mistakes,
I'm correct.
when they are writing, they just call me and say correct this, and I just slide my finger all over the paper and the text is gone.
So yeah.
I'll get some more roaches.
Okay.
Spider Mech in Warhammer.
There's gotta
Arco
be-
wants a Spider Mech in Warhammer. Necrons have
there,
similar.
There is one. There is one for Chaos.
Oh yeah,
The Venom Crawler.
also the I remember
Death
from
Threat.
Dawn of
No,
War.
not Death Threat.
I don't remember how it's
Chaos Defiler.
Defiler.
Yeah, the Defiler.
The Defiler. It had 4 legs though.
Right. So we can chat about the CITES, and in the meantime, I am switching to table cam, so we cannot see Maria's face because now
That's fine.
you can see her hair.
Oh no, my hair, my beautiful hair.
So here is the table camera. I've put like stuff here to do. Look how long Maria's hair is. I love it. Yeah. I mean, me and Maria, we are competing. We'll have the longest hair. So
I can't even. Where is it? There it is.
yeah,
Even I can compete with that.
yeah. He's also having long hair, so this is the long hair club. What do we have here? Psalmopeus reduncus.
Oh, that's Asta.
Asta.
That's my girl.
Oh, there she is.
Aline, I have 3 slings and I wonder about the smallest one. I have put it in a cricket box standing up. It has webbed itself in behind a piece of bark so I can see it. Did eat its last meal where I put in. It's about 2.5 centimeter caliber and versicolor. Don't worry about it. Like the slings, the spiders, usually when you get a spider, they tend to hide. Like this is normal behavior for them.
Yeah.
And for the enclosure,
Maybe cricket box is not really optimal.
for a caribena, yeah, you want more vertical space than horizontal one. That's an arboreal tarantula, and it needs more space to be able to climb up high places than it needs to move, like shift around sideways.
Wait, I have a caribena somewhere here. So,
You
If-
probably have multiple.
I do, but I had one that's like. Oh, here's a laeta.
By the general rule for caribenas, because caribenas belong to the Avicularina family, and they are all arboreal tarantulas, you want to give them more vertical space than horizontal.
Here.
Yeah,
This
and provided
verti.
with more moist, more humid environment than less. They really like humid areas. And tarantula slings and adults hiding is absolutely normal phenomenon. Like they do it because they have no reason to stay inside. Like evolutionary even, they are pretty much obliged to hide to survive out in the nature.
You are
Except-
looking for something like this, basically. So
But smaller for a sling.
for sling
Yes,
So
it's a small sling.
here,
2.5 centimeters. I think it.
Yeah, those are good.
those are not 2.5. Those are more like 1 centimeter. But basically, the idea is the same. Higher than like in length and depth, because the spider needs to walk on like the sides where you sometimes like put water so the spider can drink, and on the top the spider will make a web castle, a home, an apartment, which you can see now the spider is going back to, or like where it tries to feel. Oh, yeah, now it goes back. So
But to answer the question, or to reassure, when a sling is bunkered up, like when it webbed itself in, it just wants to be left alone.
yeah,
Probably pre-molt or is just not hungry. In the wild, slings are
Skittish.
they are prey for
Yes.
prey items
Oh.
for many
Yeah.
many species.
And even big spiders, they are still prey items for a lot of animals. For example,
I mean,
birds
they-
and
they are-
lizards.
Prey among themselves. Like,
Yes.
honestly.
Also, yeah.
So anytime they are not hungry, anytime they don't have to eat, they will hide
Yes.
away. And for a newbie, I know for certain that I was very worried with my 4 first slings.
Mhm.
I was checking them constantly, and I remember when my Erminia sling hid. I was checking on him like every single day, like, oh my god, is he still alive in there? Oh my god. And I had years of research behind me. I was a lurker in the Tarantula community for years before, and I knew this. I was well aware, but still, that worry, like,
Yeah.
ooh!
I had the same. So key elements if you are keeping a caribena or basically any other avicularine, higher enclosure, at least like twice the height of the spider or like the length of the spider, because the
Either
spider
even say like fries.
like make it comfortable for the
Yeah,
spider and
yeah,
like
yeah.
pleasant for the eye.
It must be able to stretch its legs and do some tippy tappies around, but
That's it.
that's
Yeah.
it. And give it
Um,
for caribena. It also it was for salmopaus, because salmos really like to pick stuff from the ground to
make like a-
camouflage
yes.
their nests.
Yes, I
Mm.
even had like a nice picture of my first Psalmopaeus, which gave babies afterwards. But when I made a fresh enclosure for Psalmopaeus, it like tore everything from the ground, like all the moss and the earth, and she decorated the whole nest that she made with it.
I loved seeing my salmo when he was picking up the coconut chips from the ground, and I had some keramzite
Mhm.
inside, and he was just walking down from his nest, from his webbing, searching around for a bit, like touching everything, then picking it up with his helicerae and just crawling back up, dropping it on the net, tapping it a couple of times to make sure that it sits firm, and then just hiding back to his net.
What's important for caribenas and avicularias and all
Squirt
those
bottle.
avicularinae,
Good question.
and that's something
I
worth
filled it up,
thinking
but
of.
I forgot.
ventilation for those spiders.
It's gone.
There needs to be cross ventilation,
Oh,
so
whatever.
on the bottom and on the top. You can also put some on the lid, because this is like the main reason why caribenas have the reputation of being like
Where's the squirt bottle? The
sneaky.
He's sneaky.
So
Thank
this
you.
is like the main reason why they have a reputation of high mortality, especially at slings. So give them a good ventilation, so there's cross ventilation and there should be no problem.
Don't help feeding.
Don't
You want help
overwater.
Yeah, sure.
Don't overwater the enclosure. Just spritz from time to time a bit on the sides of the enclosure, maybe a bit on the nest, so the spider can drink, and
Oh,
it should be fine.
Okay, for me, or my personal experience, caribenas like it more humid than less. Like, I used to water caribena a bit more frequently than other spiders,
Yes.
because they live in the like the rainforest areas. They like it humid. Don't create a swamp so that there will be like water standing on the bottom, but keep it humid.
Ellen writes, I have three Venezuelan sun tiger and a green bottle blue. Good choice. Very good choice.
Chromatopelma?
Now you made more happy.
Yes.
Okay.
bottle. So
The
you
evolutionary mistake.
have the three spiders that I would suggest are good for beginners,
Starters.
because they are active. They are not really aggressive. They just can put up a fight if they feel threatened. Maybe not counting the caribena in, because they are just small colored teddy bears. So you did a good choice. So congratulations.
Yeah, I strongly agree. Like Psalmopels is great for starters because
Especially they prepare you for.
they teach you respect.
They teach you respect and they prepare you for fast spiders. Have to see if they
Is there?
moved and stuff. Mark, ask Cole. I have to ask you something, Cole.
Yeah.
Ask Cole if he's familiar with Spyro the Dragon. Skylanders had to do with Spyro. You would place a figure on the portal of power, and the character came to life in the video game.
I played one Spyro the Dragon game, and
The
it
first
was,
one?
No, it was. I think it was considered like one of the worst parts of the game. It was the it was supposed to be played in multiplayer when he was chained together with a different dragon
Okay.
by some magic
I only
force.
tried a bit of Spyro, the first one, but I like in this Spyro-esque game. I only know Croc, which will have a remake soon.
I did play Croc a lot as a kid.
Ellen, I give them all water balls. Yeah. I'm in sling cups. I am not giving water balls, but Maria taught me to give water balls everywhere, and now all the big spiders have water balls.
Yeah.
Because it's more convenient, especially with big collections. With small ones, if you just have 3, then you can. This is no work at all. So you can like take a look every 2-3 days if it has enough moisture or not.
Yeah, maybe there's some water down
How many? How do you feed them all?
this one.
How many spiders do we have right now?
800-900.
Yeah, something around that. Like
More on the way.
More on the way. So
I mean, it fluctuates a lot
Yeah.
with breeding.
yes. Sometimes it's like bulk selling.
Yeah.
So, we are keeping also some holdbacks because this is still a hobby.
Yes.
If you want to make like the big money in spiders, you need to be like a seller and reseller. So
Oh, I stole it.
140
Oops.
tarantula slings. I feed every 4 days the juvies. Juvies fed once a weekish. Adults depend on the stomach. Yeah, the
Yep.
big ones you can probably feed every 2 weeks and they will still be Genki.
The big ones.
The big ones.
I feed them like once a month.
Well, adults?
Yes.
Yeah, sufficient.
You just throw instead of 1 roach, you throw like 5, and they
Yeah, they're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday I fed my Terraphosa apophysis. I threw like 4 roaches inside, and the spider munched all of them.
Okay, but giving the Terraphosa as an example, that it can eat your cat.
When do you call them juvies?
My definition of a juvie is when they start showing like the first adult coloration.
For me, it's when they stop becoming so skittish, and they actually start, like size-wise, when they start to stand their ground a bit. Small spiders. Oh, this is a good definition. If the spider can actually penetrate your skin.
That's also, I mean,
That's
there,
subjective.
there
It's
is
very
no,
subjective.
There is no real
Yeah.
I mean, juvies.
definition.
There is no real definition. If you think that the spider is like,
In all honesty, just giving the body length is sufficient for everyone. Like,
Yeah.
there is no scientific differentiation between like slings, juveniles, and the only like known stage is when they are adult. And for females, even that is troublesome because
you need to look at body length.
yeah,
sometimes
basically the
genetics.
adultness of a female depends on her body length. So we are again returning to the very same criteria, and there is no point. Everyone who spent their time in the hobby just get along with the body length, and it's very sufficient for everything.
Yes, absolutely. And since we were talking about the Caribena, why not show the Caribena? Because they become beautiful, beautiful spiders. This is my Caribena, right? So from my breeding.
Yes.
So let's try to lure this teddy bear, this colorful teddy bear out. This is a juvenile,
They're
a
awkwardly,
juvenile female.
calm for no hoteless.
Hope the spider will come out.
Especially since it's
Oh, there's
rather
a
warm
spider.
now.
Hello.
I was expecting
Fight, fight. Oh,
of an attitude.
So yeah. So the spider was hungry. Can
Yeah.
I get the snorkel?
the snorkel.
So just a bit of water on the sides. Not too much. This is not an ogre. It doesn't live in a swamp. So yeah. Oh, also I need to water the.
The ones in between Stilling and sub-adult.
What is the snorkel?
Here it is. I just give
Ah.
your
Ah,
Redonkus.
Am I familiar with Plants vs. Zombies only as a...
oh, you gave her some food?
Yes.
On, I'm only knowledgeable as in I know there was a series of games about those. I've never played them, but there was a huge hype about them going on, and that was it. Like I never got into the hype train surrounding the Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, that was a long time
Arok.
ago.
Yeah.
Arok writes,
think she
Michael
can even
Kodes
adult.
is like that once a month or one
Nah,
cricket every 2 weeks.
no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't need that much food. Adult spiders like sub-adults, they spiders don't use much energy. They are, especially like the big American spiders, like the terrestrial ones. They are very long living, but they also have like in my mind like a slower metabolism because they need to conserve the energy for the harsh weather. So they can preserve the energy pretty well. It's a bit different with tarantulas or other spiders that produce a lot of webbing because they need to use the energy to produce that. But if something is like terrestrial then and doesn't do a lot of webbing, they don't need that much food.
My GBB
Generally.
isn't shy at all, always working around and doesn't mind me being rude and stare at it. Okay, sorry. GBBs are evolutionary mistake. Their temper and their behavior, I look at it and the first thing that comes to my mind is how do you survive in wilderness? There is no way.
Blue spider.
Okay, no, the thing is, we are having fun at the blue spider. The thing is that blue coloration is actually a very good camouflage because
Yeah,
we
underwater.
no, you forget about one thing. Most animals don't see the way we do, and blue coloration is actually very well blending in with the rest of the terrain and fern, so they are nearly invisible. They look like fern. So this is the common misconception because we look at it and see, okay, you're blue, you are clearly different than the entire surrounding you are in, and you are standing out in the open like it's no problem. You are asking for trouble and to be eaten. That's not the case because every single animal perceives color differently than us. And the other thing is, I think my ungrounded on nothing theory is that green bottle blue just don't have to care because of their coloration. Like they are allowed to sit out in the open and not give a single care in the world because they are so well camouflaged. And given they don't move around that much, it just works for them. Is that a shrew?
Okay, the mantis
Yeah.
mantis doesn't want the roach. I'll still throw it inside. This is an.
It's
By
fresh.
the way, this was an adult male,
Yeah.
and we don't have females, which is
Oh.
kinda sad.
Trash can?
In case, Ellen, since you are like, I guess like a new person in the hobby,
Okay.
the fact that I have the net here is to help the mantis to molt, since they need to use gravity to molt. And this guy probably won't live much longer, since
No.
male syndrome.
Oh, hate
Here-
to have it.
Here we have another Caribena, which might interest you. This is a female Caribena leta, and we have a male that is slowly but steadily getting to adult sizes. And this Caribena, they start blue like Caribena versicolor, but I'll try to lure her out so you can see how those spiders look. No? I think you will be able to see. Come. Oh, there she comes. Oh. You see the color? They are brownish, so they have a completely different transformation.
Oh, I have a Caribena Laeta now, and it's funny how, because when I got my Caribena versicolor first, I was like, oh no, she's gonna lose this deep blue coloration to turn green. But blue coming into green makes sense. But Laeta is on the totally
It's
other
an
end.
even bigger transformation.
Yes, because it turns from blue to brown.
Yes, like this goldish brown.
It's a bit sad because it turns from the deep, very nice looking coloration to brown. But on the other hand, just seeing how the color changes and the transformation from one end of the visible spectrum to the other, it's amazing.
I've heard the term Lasiodora versicolor, which makes sense. So
Oh yeah.
this is a spider from Maria. This is an Iberapora diversipes,
Yay.
a female. And here you see, here we have the problem that there is this netting on top. So I'll just be smart about it and just lift the lid,
She's so beautiful though, and you can't even see her.
put the roach inside.
Slugs. When it comes to Plants vs Zombies, I know that there was a shooter game.
Snorkel.
I'm very.
We should have bought 2 snorkels.
Yeah.
I know that there was the tower defense, and I think it was like the beginning of the entire thing. And I think that the tower defense game was the one that I could be most interested in. I am not really much of a shooter player, except I have 1,000 hours in Han Showdown, but that doesn't count.
But
like a friend of mine from Koszalin.
Also Arma 3, but that's also a different story. Also 1,000 hours, over 1,000.
We have a fresh mold. Is that the ultimate mold? I guess yes.
For the
Euroensis.
well, we have another Uranus now.
I'll check if this is the ultimate. No.
Wait,
No, really?
it's a roach.
Huh?
This is a roach.
Yes, this is a roach.
You fed it?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, it's oh, you need more.
Citantica devamata?
Yes.
What is Citantica?
This is a new genus for the. What was the?
For
Haploplastus?
the
Haploplastus devamata.
Haploplastus, yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Name-
glorious revisions.
Yeah, name revisions. Get used to that.
Yes.
I am used to that and I hate it.
That web is stunning. I mean, a lot of those avicularias make very stunning webs on top. Also, like you have a GBB. Wait until the GBB will be fully grown. I have a fully grown female that is hopefully paired. They have stunning castles.
I am keeping my fingers crossed for the GBB pairing because I know it's awfully difficult and in most cases those pairings don't turn
Yeah.
out successful.
Yeah, in most cases the male becomes meal.
Yeah.
Also starts with an M. Oh, the avicularia is coming out.
So you,
Congratulations, your male is evolving. It is now meal.
Maybe we'll see the
Just
Euroensis
lying
man coming
comfy in
out.
a hammock.
I mean, it is hungry.
thought
Is there another question?
you're fresh.
Blue color in the dark blends with everything. Kinda, yes. I mean, spiders, tarantulas, they come out mostly at night because there's higher chance to stay invisible.
Yeah, but also keep in mind that I think French were painting their tanks blue.
Yeah.
Ho ho.
Ho ho.
So, tarantulas can only see like light and dark, so this also makes sense.
Tarantulas are tanks.
Yeah, they are tanks. Yeah.
There are French tanks.
Trying not to insert white flag meme here.
No.
No.
And 16 gears in reverse.
We have Bloodstorm in the chat room.
Bloodstorm.
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 Skål.
Skål.
Good luck unpacking.
Oh, the spider ate, but sadly not in front of our eyes and webcams.
Yeah.
At what size or stage can you find out what gender they are? Depends on what sort of equipment do you possess.
If you only have eyes, then I guess like this size, when you are not afraid to grab them and use like a tool to check the epigastric furrow. At smaller stages, it is also possible. We did a video about that. With a microscope, you can check the molds of tarantulas if you can find like the Sperantheca. So it is possible. This is especially true for very big spiders that emerge from the egg sac like at an already imposing size, like for example the Terraphosa, which are, not joking, like this big when they emerge.
Terraphosa are the size of a dinner plate, so...
But the slings even are imposing.
When I saw L2,
They were like
second mold...
they are like an L4, L5 of different of other species.
Yeah,
they are very big.
You can basically skip feeding them with newborn roaches. You can pretty much go straight to adults.
Yeah, or maybe not adults, but you can go to like medium-sized roaches already.
Yeah.
But you still need to get like the spider. I have no idea from what you're coming, Ellen.
Sounds like a Scandinavian name, Elin.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because in Europe they are definitely easier to get because of the price. Prices in Europe are much more reasonable than, for example, overseas, where prices are
not reasonable.
Not reasonable, like.
Yeah, but still, for the record, I was, because I have a small husbandry, like I don't have many spiders, many animals at all. And I was wondering how it would be to live in America and have my husbandry. And oh boy, was I in for a treat, because it turns out I would be rich.
I know.
Oh, we would be able to compete with Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, I saw that at one point I checked what was the price for my it was Panthobeteus mahala, and for a male adult one, I think I saw someone offering like $230.
$250.
30
For what?
for a mahala.
That's
Adult male.
Yes, adult male.
Oof.
I guess like here it would be 200 zloty, which is like 50 euros for an adult male, because this is like a price for this
is funny
rarity.
because like the transition in price is like 1-to-1.
Oh, you're big. Hello.
Alright.
How do you tell male and female earwigs apart, Slug?
Ah, that's a good question.
Yes, I also want to know.
I guess the
I think
length of the like pincers.
Yeah, I think the pincers are different sized.
Yeah. Very easy to tell male and female earwigs apart. Yeah, probably if you have a comparison between those two, then maybe yes. I bought a plastic fantastic microscope from Timu. Didn't work. I'm from Norway, by the way. Oh, Norsk.
Orb.
Orb.
I think it says OBT.
Okay.
Orb.
Maria?
No?
Elin är norsk.
Hon är norsk! Ah! Almost right. You should have said Swedish, but...
So, a cool thing you might do to not get like a super fancy microscope. Sometimes you can get those cheap digital microscopes that you can put on your PC or laptop or wherever you're using. And even if you probably will be able to see. Oh no! I got stung with like hair or something.
Ouch.
Ow.
Huh?
I don't know why, but it's itching.
How do you get stung by hair?
Not stung, like you know, the hairs, flicked off hairs.
Oh,
Urticating.
urticating hairs. Okay,
Yeah.
it
But
kicks off.
here's the thing, I only fed like avicularias, and they have
Yeah, I
those.
do know they do have. I never seen her kick some.
But they're one
strive
of
off.
those that they stroke your skin, right?
Maria.
I
Did
you
touched
know
the
that-
webbing. I touched the webbing.
Oh yeah,
You
that's
touched the
right.
webbing.
Did you know that you sound Swedish?
Nee.
Impossible.
Nee.
So you can get those digital microscopes since they are cheaper.
I am Swedish. Shh.
And they will allow you, at least from a certain size, to check if there is like spermathecas. But what's more interesting, you can actually see those Setinae, the Helicerae. You can look all of that up very, very close, and this is super exciting.
You are smaller than I anticipated. Sorry,
What was
I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep on thinking.
I'm not thinking, I'm explaining.
What's that?
Yeah, because I threw in a roach and I thought, because given the size of the webbing, I thought it's
Yeah.
slightly bigger. But then I saw the mold and I'm like, hold on, you're a
So-
tiny guy.
I think it'll be fine.
Orb.
Orb.
Okay. Will
Yeah,
the spider
because-
come out?
So
Oh,
I'm
this is
Swedish. Cole and Mark, they are Polish, and I moved to Poland to live with Mark.
Poland strong.
And I'm also I can also speak German, so
Mm-hmm.
and I'm with a variety of successes. I learned also a bit of other languages, so yeah.
Yeah, and you're learning Swedish now.
Always wanted to see Scotland. Oh, me too.
I've been in Scotland. It's very beautiful.
I used to learn the Forbidden Now language, and I also used to learn Spanish.
The forbidden one.
Yeah, Russian.
Aha.
Yeah, it's forbidden. Out here, the ones printing money are
Yes,
legal
yeah.
jumper
thanks.
breeders. $60-80 per spider. Here is my opinion on jumping spiders. I already told that Cole today.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the fashion, so to say, of jumpers, of regal jumpers, it fades out already. It will be probably a bit stronger in the US because there is there's like one prominent YouTuber who is keeping jumpers and breeding jumpers.
Tarantula Cat
Yes.
made her
Yeah.
fair share on jumping
Yes.
spiders.
Yes.
She's not that much into them. Like, she made a couple of videos,
But I think they are very popular, those videos.
Yeah, I think she helped kick off the.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think she jump-started it, but it's fading out. Like, those videos are old by now.
Can I get the
Especially
fruits?
her endeavor with breeding them.
I mean, here's the thing with jumpers. Since I like them, and Cole even gave us a small jumping
You
surprise.
can show them.
Yeah, I
Like,
will.
they are right here.
Yes.
Because Cole
Make it
recently, I mean, this. I'll switch to like the main.
Oh, maybe
Thingy
this one.
here.
This one sits on the side.
Yeah. Oh, this one sits on the side.
Orb.
Take this.
Another orb.
Yes, another orb.
Here you see like the small speck of dust, the black speck, the poppy seed with legs. This is a small jumping spider, and this is a
Everglades.
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 So
Phidippus regius
Everglades.
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 Polish accent strong.
We have Mad Manx Exotics in the chat room.
Mad Max. Hello.
Hello.
Skål.
Skål. My coffee is no more. Who drank my coffee?
Die hast.
And we have... It's 9 o'clock here, which means we are switching
What size are you?
to the slideshow of the animals that you either send through a PM or posted on the Tarantula Thursday, which the link should be down there. You can also send an email. You can also send an email
Show.
with
Like
pictures.
show.
We have... Oh, I thought...
I did that once in
Okay.
my
Slideshow.
and I do not.
First one is a Formingohilus hati, previously known as what was that? Cyriopagopus
Yeah.
species hati.
I can help you with that because I'm still living with the old names.
Yeah. Me too. Same with
Wow.
Haplo.
Haploplastus
Haploplastus.
defamata.
Yeah. So this is a Formingohilus hati. I have a female. I tried to pair the female with a male.
These are too big for it.
There was no pairing. There was just looking at each other. And then the male decided, oh, I'm out of here, and he died. So this is my story with the hati. I saw the spider
Wow, they're big.
4 times. When I bought it, when I rehoused it, when I second time rehoused it, and when I tried to pair it.
How did you know it's time for a second rehouse if you haven't seen it?
I was digging. And then I decided, oh, it's now time.
The time is now.
Yeah. And I even recorded this encounter because here's the thing. This is the cool thing about YouTube.
You can see my time is now.
You can actually see the spider when the spider isn't visible.
You can see the spider when the spider is invisible.
So, absolutely beautiful spider with a pretty mean temperament.
I think they're okay.
I'm sorry, but if you turn on your imagination, you can see the spider when there's no spider.
With a bit of imagination, a threat posture looks like a
Hug.
A hug. Or like the spider is waving.
Yeah. Except when you have a jumper, then they are actually just waving.
Ellen writes, jumping spiders are cute, but they die all the time. I want a spider that live for years. Good thing with jumpers are that more people want to know about spiders since they actually are cute.
Yes.
I think that's a positive side, but this is my big but. Since they live so short, people get discouraged. They get discouraged if the spider passes after how much? 1.5 years, 2 years?
I mean, adult males, 1.5,
Yeah.
up to 1.5. That's a very optimistic foreseeing.
Yeah.
And females up to 3, but they also
Oh.
rarely reach the 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, like so this is disheartening, and you put so much care into the spiders, and a lot of those beginner keepers, they get those spiders when they are big. So
Yeah, and the thing is that jumpers actually require a bit more care and way more watching after them and being careful around them. Okay, so when I was starting with jumping spiders, I've got my L2 Phidipus regius soroa, and every single time I was doing something with it, I was terrified that I will crush it, because it was a maniac. He was jumping all over the place, and one time he actually jumped beneath my finger when I was closing his container,
Oh.
meaning that I actually pressed him a little, and he started limping on one leg, and I was like, oh my god, this dude is lost. There's no way a jumping spider can survive without his legs functioning. Little did I know they can. He later got better. He straightened out the leg, but the fact that they kept instilling fear of causing them harm every single time I had to do something around it, and when they are that small, you have to do something around them nearly constantly because they eat way more frequently than tarantulas, and you have to take way more care about cleaning their enclosures. and giving them proper water supply. Otherwise, they will pass because they are way more delicate creatures.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Especially when they are young, they are very delicate. We have
You are
amphibians, reptiles, and more. Can we see the anolis? Smiley face. The anolis is in the room next door. If I take the anolis out of the enclosure,
He is gone.
he will escape.
Trogdor is
He is very lively.
he lives fast.
Yeah. When I
Run for your father.
when-
run
when
for your
I-
mother.
reboxed him for transport, he jumped on me, and then he jumped a second time, and I catched him mid-air, which he didn't expect.
That was one of the weirdest hunts I've ever seen in Nahuatl.
So, but I can show a picture of him next week.
Yes,
If
he's
that's
doing
okay.
great.
He's doing very great.
He's looking for a female though.
Yeah, recently he showed his like he has this
Oh, what was
Flap.
it called? Yeah, the flappy flap.
the flappy flap he was showing off. So yeah, he's very beautiful, very colorful.
I love the conversation
Also-
Slugs just had with with the Mad Manx.
So, Susan, thank you for the picture, and it's cool that you actually managed to get the picture
No.
because my female is bunkered up, like all the time. I see her like once every maybe 2 or 3 months.
I love those.
This is an Avicularia species, Kvitara River, freshly after a molt, and I have never seen them here for sale, the Kvitara River. Have you seen them here for sale?
No, maybe once or twice.
Yeah,
but
that's like very
rarely.
rare.
Yeah.
And this can also change like into an Avicularia something.
Something, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morphotype 2.5 version 3 revision 8.
Yeah.
I forgot about pi.
Yes.
Mm.
So that's I mean that's cool about Avix.
I hated about
I,
Aves.
I think that people sometimes are a bit exaggerating about this is a new type.
Yeah.
I like Avix for their looks. I hate how easily they pass because lately my second Metallica died and I was super excited for Avi Metallica. My friend actually provided me 2 because in case one doesn't make it, you still have the second, so the second passed.
You know that Metallica's not confirmed yet.
I know,
Huh?
but
They are not
they are
confirmed species.
yeah, they are
not-
nomen dubium.
yeah.
Oh wait.
Avicularia
Avic. Oh,
metallica.
I thought
but
you meant
still,
Poppy.
but still, I always wanted to have one Metallica, even if it's a nomen dubium, because they look stunning, and I really wanted to achieve because I know they are prone to passing.
Mm.
That was my second and third attempt, and again they passed. And I absolutely don't know what I'm doing wrong, if it's just them or is it something wrong about me. But what I hate about Avix is that there is all those morphotypes, the subtypes, the subnames for them. I just can wrap my head around it. Like, no, this is I am struggling with differentiating all the brachypelmas one from another, and differentiating avicularias among themselves is hard enough, not to mention all the morphotypes. I'm signing off. Sorry, no.
I have a very cool story about Avicularia metallica. One of my first
Yeah.
expos ever, which was so many years ago.
Back in the day when
Back-
dinosaurs roamed
Back
the
in
air.
my day.
Back in the day when telephones still had cables.
Oh God.
They had what? I don't believe you.
Back in the day, this was my first exotic pet expo in Świętochłowice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so you know how old this is. This was to give you like some measurement. Świętochłowice back then, this was like the event. The event because there was none other in Poland, and this was one of the biggest in Europe. back
It's
then.
funny because Świętochłowice is.
It's like a
It's a funny place.
It's a funny place. So, because for me it was like a fascinating experience. See so many different spiders, breeders, keepers. Everyone was friendly. Those were good times in the hobby.
Yeah, because it was beginning.
Yeah,
Every hobby and fandom is nice in the beginning. Then people take interest.
one person had like a table in like the upper floors, and he was one of probably the first persons who bred Avicularia metallica.
Oh.
The prices back then were absurd for me. For like oh man, how old were I? Like 13, 14?
Oh, baby Mark.
Baby Mark. This was like 600 zloty or even
Oh
more
God.
for one piece. And now, if you find like Avicularia metallica, they go for like not counting in inflation, 100 around, maybe
70
even
something.
maybe 80,
Yeah.
something around this. So counting in inflation by money now, it would be probably around 1,000 back then. So, and the funny thing is, people
Wait,
were
what?
buying.
No. My brother, why 1,000 back then? No.
No, 1,000 now.
Yeah. Now, but you said 1,000 back then.
No, 1,000 now. Like looking back
We don't have lowering inflation, and
No.
as for actually it's inflating at a rapid rate.
yes.
We want some deflation.
And
Inflation.
the funny thing for me, even thinking back now, people were buying it like a lot. When he opened like those back then, there was no like sophisticated sling pots like now. They just used
Whatever they had.
most of the time those pots used for photos. So
Yeah.
those were used like photo vials,
Film.
Yeah.
Film rolls.
film roll vials.
Rolls of film.
And people were buying those spiders. Like
Uh,
they were sold out nearly immediately
Allow
at
me to
that
quickly
price.
respond. Hey Team Slacks, I've read your message previously. I even commented on the wings of earwigs. Because you were talking to Mad Banks about the earwigs. So yeah, I'm also familiar from my own personal experience that they do indeed have wings. Also, just like the mole crickets have wings, and few people actually know about it.
Amphibians, reptiles, and more. Right. Then you should try to keep house gecko or small day geckos. They are 10 times faster than the anolis.
Impossible.
I picked up for a friend. I cannot
What do
remember
you
what
have?
like a kind of rodent that is like super jumpy and climby. They were super fast.
Cotton candy.
So,
Hey Mark,
huh?
sorry to interrupt you. Do you want to the forbidden cotton candy?
Forbidden cotton candy,
It's a cloud in a box.
a cloud in a box.
I wouldn't be so bold opening that. That's Neo Hotel. It can just bolt out and take this webbing as a ramp to fly further.
Okay,
They're
okay.
fine.
Come on. It's just a spider. What's the worst that can happen? Boop.
It can crawl in your ear and eat your dreams.
Oh no, I didn't put.
Oh no!
Oh, nee!
Okay, now you can see.
That's a very big OBT.
No!
Nope.
Okay, maybe.
If you want to, sure, but.
I mean, you gotta try sometime.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Susan, I'm kinda jealous about your collection of avicularias. You're probably the person that I connect with aviculares the most, because you
Yes.
have nearly all of them, I think.
She's the avic queen.
Yeah, you probably have also those which are not just described in any locality.
I wanted to try keeping the Braunschweigeni.
Braunshausen.
Braunschweigeni?
Mm-hmm.
Schauscheni.
For
Braunschweigeni.
My inner German is saying 9.
Why?
My inner Polish is saying I'm getting invaded.
The Swedish saying, what?
Okay, thank you, Susan. Beautiful picture. This is also a cool one. This is a male Peciloteria smithi. I have also a male Peciloteria smithi, and I'm not pairing CITES protected species
Yet.
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 So I mean, first apartment, which is super hard recently. Like, it's not even money-wise hard. It's just to find the right spot. That's the big trouble recently.
Oh, the spot? What do you mean? Sorry, I got...
The apartment to buy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah,
It's either
housing in Poland, not fun.
housing in Poland is not fun.
No,
So
absolutely.
Tarantula Thursday, I was a bit angry when the spider molted into a male, but what's surprising for me is how long they male. They're super long living.
How long has he been mature now?
Probably a year.
Okay.
And
Yes,
he's still
really.
eating and going
He's
and
still
tapping and
doing his male tarantula stuff.
yeah.
And tapping
And
also.
tapping, yes.
He's trying to get the Regalis and the Rufilata and the Metallica, which are neighbors to him.
Actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, with this CITES species, because you said that basically declining ecosystems are leading to endemization, right?
Yes.
What's a problem in jumping spiders and what might start happening, especially in avicularias, is hybridization. Because since their habitats are shrinking and they might be centralizing, there might be emergence in hybrids.
Yeah.
I wonder if it will lead to, well, it most likely will lead to description of new species, which will just
Which are
be
actually
hybrids. Wow. Okay.
So-
Only recently it just struck me.
Yeah.
Can we get the cups, please? The
Those?
ones-
That's
yes.
a roach wandering on the.
Not
Not
anymore.
anymore.
How did it get there?
How we got there?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Magic.
Have
Yeah.
to ask
But
her.
what's bothering me?
Oh,
I'll
no.
check if all the containers are closed. Then.
Sorry.
Because you shouldn't be there.
I mean,
I'm doing spider work.
they might have
Jump out.
jumped out because they
So,
can fly.
Pokies,
More-
definitely something for more experienced people.
Yes.
Or if you are me, for your first.
More cups, please.
More cups.
More cups, please.
Ecclesiasticus.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the males.
Sorry that you have to look at my T-shirt, but
Oh.
And we are so angry we have to look at your T-shirt.
yeah,
Oh,
T-shirt that I got as a gift for my birthday,
yeah.
and it's hand
Thanks.
drawn by Mariusz Arendt.
This is a celebrity. We have to show him on stream.
We have to show a celebrity on stream.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, this is definitely a celebrity. For those of you who are a bit longer in the streams, I'll put on the big one. This is Frank.
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 This is Frank.
Frank is still alive.
Frank is still alive. He's still mailing.
Oh, the lid is broken here.
So
keep a watch on
he
it.
is
Wow.
he is like the super male,
He is.
and he passed his genes.
The
Yeah.
alpha male.
Yes, he has babies.
Yeah, he passed his genes, and
Mm.
the babies are doing pretty well.
We don't have that many left because we gave some away. And sold some.
Yeah,
But we have 15, I think.
yeah, which is like a good number.
Yeah.
If statistics work, there will be around 7 females.
Mm.
So we'll see after that how much
But
we keep.
statistics don't always work.
Sadly.
Remember, if your neighbor has a chicken and you have none, you both have half of a chicken.
Exactly.
Yeah, hi Frank.
Frank.
Hi, chicken.
I mean, Frank will stay in this collection in this state or in the next,
Yes.
because he was the spider that was like pairing live
For the first time.
Yeah, and he did like a suplex with
Yeah.
the female.
Hi, Slug. I am aware of web spinners' existence because one of my friends actually does breed them. They are funny little creatures. And I found a locust hopping across the living room floor just before I came on here. Yeah, one day when I was feeding some of my bigger spiders, I was giving them Madagascar roaches.
Hissers.
Huh?
Hissers.
Yeah, hissers. And I was minding my own business. Like a couple of hours later, I turn on my PC, start playing some games with my girlfriend and another friend of mine. And I see that as much engaged in the game as I was, I see that there's something moving on my second monitor. And what my participants in talk could hear is, "Oh my god, I have a red alert. There is a creature on the loose and I need to go real fast."
The creature.
Probably
It's
in a
loose.
pretty harsher Polish language.
Yes, but we don't want that here. This is a good PG stream and we want to keep
Yes.
it that way.
Yes, I mean if some bad words happen, it's probably by mistake, or if something weird happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because stuff happens. So
So but one part that is in my saying, one part that is true is that I started screaming emergency, emergency.
Aloha writes, found a dubia strolling across my bedroom carpet a few days ago. Yeah,
I hate
I mean
dubias.
here from time to time we find red runners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, mm,
I thought that
Oh,
maybe.
you can also be me and just tip over the full container of
Yeah.
newborn red runners and just start learning how to step real quick.
Tap dance.
Charleston.
PMSL Susan, I found a locust hopping across the living room floor just before I came on here. Happens.
Yeah,
I mean, this happens in big like spider breeding rooms.
Yeah.
This happens in small collections.
Yeah.
So
On one of the first, I was buying a plant for my girlfriend, and as it turned out, I bought a plant which had a locust on it.
Oops.
So I was just walking around with this plant, and anyone wants a locust? Hi.
Only Jar Jar is in the chat.
no.
No. Jar Jar.
Bloodstorm writes, Frank the showman. Yeah.
Yeah, he is a showman.
And Misa will take care of that since Nightbot won't. I need to program Nightbot to block words like Misa, Yusa.
Why?
Because
Nah,
you are.
just-
Don't worry about it. Susan, thank you for the pictures.
Thank you.
I know that's
You're
a
very-
StarCraft,
you're very-
Star Wars reference.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
You're very active in the
Space
Drakkar, and I really thank you for that. Thank you very much.
Stop ninjaing around.
Also, to all people, if you want to post stuff, you can do that on the Drakkar on my. Also, like on the Facebook group, you can PM me on Facebook, or you just write me an email.
Oh.
Everything should be like right down there in the description. Mm-hmm. Here we have from Tarant Uhala. You know this guy?
Tarant Uhala.
Tarant Uhala.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, he sent a Monocentropus balfouri, and this guy, if I remember correctly, is something that he exchanged with a guy from Ruda Śląska.
Hmm.
So, balfouri, we have one hatched exec,
Mm-hmm.
and we have one not yet hatched exec, which is super cool. I'm so excited that we have balfouri babies, and they will stay in the collection. It's, for me, balfouris are amazing. The fact that you can feed them all at once.
The fact that you can create a castle of them.
Yeah, we have Castle Balfenstein right there. But the plan is to separate those. If those things will grow up, we separate those there, the females, and put them in separate enclosures, and put all the babies that hatched in the first or the second box into the castle. So that's the plan. So this is how some people spell this name in the chat room, in like other like live streams. Thank you, Tarantula.
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 And this is
I sometimes say tarantuhaha.
Tarantuhaha.
Hahar.
No. No.
This is Silesian dialect. So
Yeah, this is
Wait,
Silesian
what?
dialect. Hahar.
Haha.
Well, actually, it would be hahor.
Hahor.
Yeah, if you want to keep it full Silesian.
We have another.
This is also
Name?
from Tarantula. This is a freshly done picture. Like a small spoiler for the video that I'm currently producing, which is starting to come out very fun. I have fun editing it. I mean, Tarantula has fun editing it.
Tarantuhaha.
Tarantuhaha. So this will be a mega feeding video with a lot of crunches.
Mega feeding video.
Mega feeding with a
the
lot of
mega
crunches
roaches and the mega spiders.
That one,
Fed by the mega Viking.
that one is wearing gym shorts. How
I am
sporty!
the mega Viking, okay.
So this is Vitalius
Can imagine
chromatus.
you like AI enhanced.
This is
Super
Vitalius chromatus, previously
Oh
called
my God.
Nandus
Imagine like
chromatus.
tarantulas, but with like muscles from the biceps bulking out. Sorry, I was talking about your mega feeding video.
Mega feeding
Yeah,
with mega roaches
with mega roaches and mega spiders and the mega Viking.
in like a mega enclosure.
Yeah,
Okay.
in mega zabrze.
In mega zebrze.
Mm.
And drinking mega water.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh no! The mega water is just vetoed us.
Crunch time. Yes, this will be a very crunchy video. I mean, here's the thing. I have music on top of it, and
Mega music.
mega.
It is
Sorry,
mega
I'll
music.
stop. I'm stopping.
It
I'm
is
stopping.
mega music, and but the crunches are still hearable, so it's nice. Although I'm more happy about those near misses. No, those roaches running around, and the spiders just whoop, and the roaches just between the legs.
I like how when I'm feeding like the biggest spiders, because spiders don't really react to anything that's happening beneath them. So when I'm feeding my Chromatopelma, she usually most of the time doesn't care about her food, because the roaches just crawl beneath her. Because they feel like they have something above them, so they feel safe there, and the tarantula on the other hand feels like something is beneath her, so she doesn't care.
We have a suggestion from Arok. Then you can do an entirely dwarf species show.
Oh,
I think that's more of a Maria thing.
that's me.
That's a Maria thing. She is more into dwarf tarantulas.
I am.
So yeah, we'll do that. Mark and Maria, I forgot to tell you that Miria was a reference to Miria pot, while Sumi is a reference to Sumatran pink
this one's about mold.
centipede.
Can you put it back? Because this one's
This picture
super
is
shiny.
from the man, the myth, the legend, Zach.
Zach.
And
Zach.
we miss Zach.
We do.
And he can only be on the lives on weekends, so we will do eventually a live stream every other weekend day.
Yes.
Look how considerate he is for you. Like he is fitting his streaming schedule to his viewers.
I give my best, okay.
I mean, I endorse it.
I'm giving my best. I want this community to be friendly, helpful, and we do our best so everyone is part of it.
Yes.
At least the fact that Ellen
this is a
asked
bit unexpected.
the fact that Ellen asked questions that can be answered here, at least according to our knowledge. That's really nice, because we three, all of us, have our own experiences, and even me and Maria, we are keeping some stuff completely different, and we are both succeeding. So, yeah.
Which is also giving you a hand on. Like, there is no golden rule to anything.
No,
in
there
this
was
hobby.
there was a time when you kept sponges of water inside the water dish.
Yeah.
So
the spider wouldn't drown.
yeah.
There was a time people were giving watermelons to jumping spiders because they thought that they are drinking off of them.
Watermelons.
Yeah. There's still people who give fruits to jumping spiders.
There is
from time to
one
time.
single issue. The fruits are very sugary, and the book lungs of jumping spiders are extremely tiny. So, by any sort of accident, or it can be as silly as the spider biting on the fruit and like a drop of the juice from the fruit popping somewhere, and it can just stick their book lungs.
Yeah.
Well, dog is
very sad and very lonely.
yeah. So this is a Pamphobeteus species Mahala. Pamphobeteus, beautiful species, beautiful genus of tarantulas.
Oh, that's way too big, roaches.
The species
we go.
Mahala and Mascara are also very sought
we go.
after.
I think
They
it's a
are
thirsty one.
not the cheapest ones, and from what I see, it's already
it's a big
a
roach. Cheap.
bigger-ish
It's fine.
tarantula. I also have like two different. I also have the Mascara and Mahala. Worth it if you have like the change for them, because they can be expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive.
On the other hand, I gotta give it to them. That's one of the very, very few species of spiders when you might want to have male more than a female because of the coloration. I will never forget how the Mahala looked when he adulted out, and it was a male, and that purple was absolutely stunning.
For me, I have forming topus. Is Dominican purple is forming topus?
Yeah,
Forming topus species Dominican purple, and they already start to show the purple color. And when I recorded for the feeding video, I was like, wow, the colors on the male and the female. I think this will switch when they reach adulthood, but still, seeing this color on a spider is absolutely magnificent. So Zach, I hope we will be able to see you in the chat room live, and yeah, would be nice to chat with you one more time. Kamil Krański, dobranoc.
Dobranoc.
Dobranoc. I am becoming lonely. Oh my god.
So that's all. We still have one video, that the promised one from Go Team. Omi is singing
Omi is very lonely.
from Go Team Slacks.
Just sleep.
So, one thing,
No.
Slacks, I cut out the last part, so don't be angry at me. I don't want to have a strike here. What we see here, something that a lot of us have not seen. This is a pairing of earwigs, and for me, this is super cool. You see, like they are trying to connect with the
pincers.
pincers.
Huh.
Jen says, give your doggo some lovies.
I am.
Yeah, she's giving. He's. Umi is like a very
Vocal.
selfish doggo.
No, he's not selfish. He's just lonely, and he's very vocal.
He could come in there, but no.
Yeah, it's not like we forbid the dog from coming in here.
The door's open.
Yeah, the door is open. The door is open here. So, for me, this is proof that you can find fascination in like the even the smallest corners of this fantastic world of invertebrates. This is super cool for me.
I mean, it's one of the experiences that I didn't know I wanted to have or see until I saw it. Like,
Yeah.
it's something that comes into your consideration and into like
this?
field of view only when you actually start seeing it.
Oh no, I misspelled the name. No, of slugs there. Can I edit that in real time? You haven't seen anything. Oh, this is that for me. That's super fascinating. And he also recorded another thing, like after this pairing with earwigs, which is also cool. I haven't seen that like live. This would be a very short thing. You've seen this? Earwigs pairing.
Oh, oh wow.
Mm.
Or
Oh yeah, there's like a connection.
Hmm.
This is super cool. Super cool. There was like you sent Slugs the information that there's a guy in
Yes.
Germany that is breeding them or keeping them.
Yes, and there's a guy in the US too.
Oh
That I
really?
found, yeah.
So yeah, there is something going on.
Yes, absolutely.
Soon people will keep earwigs.
the earwigs emporium,
Yeah.
and slugs will be the OG.
End of pairing. The Slugs consider posting this on YouTube. Like, oh, there's something for you, Cole. Isopods pairing.
Oh, I know more than well how to do isopods pair.
Okay. I've edited out like the last part to not get a copyright strike, and yeah. Slugs, beautiful video. Consider posting it on YouTube, because this is something that is not here.
Isopods are funny. You just get on one another. Hey, you wanna do tippy tappies? Yes, sure. Jump on. And they just start stepping on the female.
Yeah.
I never seen like the mating itself, just the ritual of tapping. Maybe I did see and just I didn't notice, but yeah, it's ridiculous on how they just climb on one another and start tapping.
We have another mantis here.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh.
Is
Big
that the
male.
Southern Pusa?
Yes.
Because I remember they were actually
And they
pretty big.
can fly. So
Oh yeah, they can fly.
male mantids can fly actually. It's so funny to see that when people are not used to mantids, because for example in Poland there's only one mantid species,
Yeah.
the Mantis religiosa. Oh, is he eating? The Mantis religiosa, and when people see them, they are scared. They are scared
They're
because
kind of big too.
oh yeah, they are.
Oh yeah.
They are big, but people here are not used to mantids, and when they see one, they are afraid that can it bite and stuff. I got so many questions at work about mantids because they saw them like flying around. They will fly around right now when it's a bit warmer.
Yeah, because it's the mating season.
Yeah. So
Oh, the Holkonia?
this is no, this is not a Holkonia. This is a Heteropoda venatoria,
Venatoria.
a male.
Do you have a lunula? Heteropoda lunula?
No.
Oh, those are nice too.
Yeah, they are beautiful.
I
I also was never lucky with heteropodas as well, just like with avicularis. All the nice spiders I want to keep and I find beautiful just pass.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to the Doge,
Doge?
who is currently looking into the roach box.
there's those.
He wanted to eat a little
Mommy?
roach.
Mommy. No, now he's hiding.
Thou hast no food. I must create food myself. Get here, container.
Oh, he kick.
He kicks.
He kick.
Hi.
He kicks our guest. He demands love
I
and
do not.
attention.
I don't comprehend Swedish Borg.
Bork.
Bjork.
Björk.
Bjork.
That's how Swedish dogs bark. So-
What is the how do Swedes describe the sound? Because in English it's woof woof. In Poland it's how how. How is it in Sweden?
Woof woof.
Woof woof.
In Germany, it's wow wow.
Wow wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Not for small dogs though.
Really?
Wasn't there a different for small dogs?
Yeep yeep.
Or did I dream that?
I have no idea. Like,
Oh.
I only know wow wow.
Oh.
That's how we always told this in Germany.
Oh, I thought there was a different one.
In
I
Poland
must
it's
have dreamt that.
also just how how.
Oh.
Both for small dogs and the big ones.
Ah.
Mhm. What do we have here?
I mean, for small dogs in Sweden, you can say bieb bieb.
Don't say that in Poland.
Oh. Oh no! What did I say?
No,
Don't worry about
it's
it.
not bad yet, but it can turn bad.
Oh.
Yes.
It's like one of the words that if you say it fast enough times, it actually becomes not a favorable one.
Oops.
Okay, this spider is not hungry.
Oh, speaking of the Caribbean Aleata,
Yes,
That's the male.
it's a little male.
yeah, he's very dry.
I keep mine kind of dry.
You do?
Yes.
Oh my god.
We are that
I
crazy
mean,
here.
one time I did keep a Caribbean dry, and it was apparently not fond of having it dry.
Oh,
Mm.
here is Metallica.
Where
Cool.
did you find that?
Cole, here we have a Metallica.
In here, I think.
Ah, yeah,
Metallica.
that was America.
Metallica.
Will you eat? You hungry? Yeah! What a
Thank.
takedown. So feisty.
Heterotele Violacella.
Yep.
It's Asia, I think.
Africa!
Africa.
African.
Okay, please do not escape.
Yeah, they're,
Don't,
they're
don't
not,
worry about them that much.
No.
Oh, the mantis is eating now.
Oh, cool.
The mantis found the food, so maybe I can show you that. There we have the ring light. There it is. Whole roach.
All roach.
Whole roach.
All roach.
Yes, one roach. So.
Oh, so many spiders, they never end.
I mean, yes,
Right.
yeah. I think that we can say, okay, by the time you finish feeding like your batch, you can start feeding all over again.
Yep.
It's the never-ending process of feeding.
That's basically what I've been doing, like, the entire time that Marco's gone.
Yeah.
Just
Must
feeding. Oh, I finished. Oh, finally. Oh, tomorrow I start again.
We have another. of
In
the
all
colonia.
honesty, I'm kind of in awe for keeping such a amount of spiders because it can become like a full-time job to just take care of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, when Mark and I usually do the thing where one of us feeds, one of us waters.
It goes fast.
And that goes super quick. We can in an hour we can do several hundreds.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it goes fast, and if we take an evening just to do that, we could potentially do the whole collection really
Yeah.
quick.
And then there's me who has currently like 20 something tiny jumpers and is like an hour to just get around all of them.
That's fine too.
I mean, as I mentioned before, you have to take a bit more care about them, clean them more frequently, and especially when they are. Stop ninjing. I'm gonna call you Naruto. Okay, you're getting two.
You called the roaches Naruto?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is an Avic Metallica. So
White
No-
hair?
yes, those are supposedly white hairs, which is also like nomen dubia.
Nomen dubia.
Nomen dubia. Yeah, because it's
Nomen dubium.
nomen dubium. Yeah,
Yes.
because it's both Metallica, which is nomen dubium, and the white hairs, which is even more nomen dubium.
Yeah. So
Wait, you have.
there is no.
I mean,
there
bamboozled.
is. neither proof that this is a different species,
These-
neither a proof that there is a different color form among supposedly Metallicas. So
I love the fact that Davus Pentaloris looks like an scaled up Cyriocosmos.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, the coloration of the carapace, the coloration of the abdomen, except for the shape of the heart on their butt, it's a scaled up.
I mean,
Like,
I got
take Cyriocosmos, go to scale setting 1.5, enlarge, AI enhance, and then just like, okay, you know what? It's like, yo, do you have your homework? Yeah, but change it a little so the teacher will not see. And
they changed homework.
the homework was Cyriocosmos elegans, and the changed homework is Davos Pentaloris.
I got a bit of a bad bad look when I said that the Diamantinensis is
Scaled down Chromatopelma.
Yes, and people started to be a bit
Cranky.
That's not true.
Yeah, everything is different about that spider. Yeah, the size.
Yeah, that's it. The
Here
size.
comes, and there ends everything. Okay. So you the same thing is with Chromatopelma and the Aphonopelma. It was the one that looks
But
like.
this one is a bit more pronounced. The change, like the carapace is completely different. The demeanor is different.
I mean, I saw them both, and one is just more blue.
Wait.
Chromatopelma and the. I think it was Aphonopelma.
No, yeah, no, you mean the Lasitiano?
No, not at all. There is one. There is one tarantula genus which looks pretty much exactly like Chromatopelma cyaneopulescens, but it's like 3 times more pricey.
Probably
Wait,
like
what?
an ultra rare mega spider.
I wasn't listening. What were we? Which
There
spider?
is there is a species of tarantulas which is like
Mhm.
Chromatopelma,
Mhm.
except 3 times more pricey.
Is it the Aphonopelma
More.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've told you it's an Aphonopelma. I got that right at least. So yeah.
Yes.
As I
Yeah,
was
that's true. That's true. I completely forgot about that one.
Mm.
So yeah, so if the Davos Pentaloris is upscaled Cyriocosmus elegans, then the Aphonopelma morae is just like saturation up by 100%.
If someone has the change, if someone has the need to have spiders of, I mean, I have the need to have spiders of this magnitude, but I don't have the change. I need to.
Did I just feed one that you fed? Yes, I did.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, they can take it.
Oh, it's a Vagans. He will
It's a
deal with it.
Vagans. So-
The spider here also enjoys the meal. So this is Heteropoda, one of the other ones.
One
Sadly,
of the other
One of
ones.
the other ones.
not the
were-
Venatoria, but
I can help you with it.
Heteropoda.
The what?
Heteropoda
Yes.
Maybe, probably.
sp. Dot
Species.
species.
Yes.
Species.
Heteropoda, yes.
Heteropoda, yes.
What was that?
Heteropoda, go.
Go, Heteropoda.
Now I'm thinking, what was like the name?
Okay, let me just check on all the heteropodas and name them one by one to you.
Is it something with a V?
No, that's Venatoria. We had a different one. The one that we tried to pair.
Maxima?
Uh-huh.
No.
Okay, let me
Gi-
see.
Give me the
Give-
list. Give
give.
list.
Oh, you are in for a bit of job. Good luck.
Oh. Oh.
And the list goes on and on and on.
Oh.
I think you won't find it.
No.
I won't find it.
I mean, maybe you will. Probably by the shape of the name,
Yeah.
the letters will strike you. Did you eat my little Dominican purple friend?
I don't want to lose time here.
Isn't it a bit too fat to eat?
I don't know how fat he can get. I mean, if I was seeing Atcanthus curia geniculata, I would say that she certainly can fit one more in.
Sure.
Maybe
try.
someone in the chat room will
And
find.
no point. No reason to
No
overfeed them.
reason.
Maybe someone in the chat room will find which one we tried to pair. This was like.
Heteropoda.
Was this a heteropoda?
Boyer? Yavanna?
No. Doesn't matter right now. We had a female and a male. Then the female decided to
Venenos.
no.
No, it was the female that we lost in a molt.
Yes.
Yeah.
The female while we tried to pair was
Saleh.
Saleh Kupienius.
Kupienius Saleh!
Genius.
You know why I mixed those up?
They look
Because
similar.
They look very similar,
Yeah.
like super similar. They also behave very similar.
Yeah, because they are both very, very bolty and very, very fast and very,
Yeah.
very big.
Yeah. So with Kupienius Saleh.
I love the photos from Australia with Holconias and look at this humongous spider showing like a dish plate, and it's basically just all legs.
I mean, we paired the
Uranus?
Euro no.
No?
All those
Hogi?
spider names. The Holconia murayensis.
Murayensis.
We called the we paired the Holconia murayensis, and those are also pretty big, and people are getting scared by them. Oh wait, I can show.
Yeah, because they have the uncomfortable leg to body ratio.
Yes, they have this uncomfortable.
You know what,
size.
Mark? Since you do play some tabletop games, right?
Yes.
How would you feel about the character who has a mount, which is just enlarged jumping spider, and who has a jumping spider for a mount, but because the jumping spider is enlarged, every single time they want to move on it and the jumping spider makes a jump,
Something
You
like
have-
those.
maybe kinda sorta, but no, I mean like an actually enlarged jumping spider to the size of a cow, so you can get on it and it will start riding beneath you, but each time it jumps, you must make a dexterity save to see if you don't get a concussion.
So here you have, this is the Hulconia murayensis. This is a spider from Australia, and despite the fact that those spiders are harmless to
Absolutely.
people, they are super harmless.
They come from Australia, which is
Which is like
What?
impossible. A harmless species surviving in Australia.
they are super good hunters. They are active hunters. Yet, those spiders definitely contribute to the amount of car accidents happening.
Oh yeah.
Because they appear in random places. You see how those legs are curled up, and those spiders come from the what was the family name?
Oh yeah, I know. Spachaczowate.
Yes.
Oh, you got me there now.
Yeah, I have it on like.
So do I.
Basically, those can squeeze in like every nook and cranny, and they randomly appear inside the cars, which is a shock for some people. But those guys are pretty friendly. And
Sparacide.
Sparacide.
Yeah.
The Sparacide family. Those guys are pretty friendly, but they look really creepy.
They do look creepy and they are extremely fast, but there are numerous gifs around the internet when they crawl from like the car mirror on the side.
Yes, or
Because
like,
they squeeze between the glass and the
or
plastic
they
cover.
squeeze in between like the hood and the car inside.
You must remember the photo of Australian electricity like electrometer reading guy just posting a card, plastering a card on the cover of the electricity meter and saying, "Can't read the meter, huge spider inside." The guy opens the door and there's just humongous heteropoda with her babies inside.
Yeah, I mean they are harmless. They're completely
They're
harmless.
absolutely harmless. Yeah.
But they do so much good work for the people there. Yet they look scary. And
I mean, if I were to pick between Holconia and Latrodectus mactans, I would pick Holconia every single time.
for like apartment sharing thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, if this guy would run around loose here, all those roaches that escaped, they would become a meal. Jumping into drivers from the folded sun shades in a popular game for them.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Cole, have you heard of the blunt-headed tree snake? And how is Tour Fanes doing? How
is Tor Fanes doing? Cole?
Yeah, probably.
How is my face?
Or fiance.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Slug. I am not certain. What do you mean there?
I think he means your fiance.
I don't have a fiance.
Aww. Then how is your girlfriend doing?
She's fine.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, she still hasn't thrown me out from the house for keeping too many spiders. So.
That has to mean something, right?
It might be that she actually loves me,
What?
which
What?
is nice.
What?
No one loves Umi.
even Umi said like, oh, he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Umi
He-
is
he-
just doing Umi things.
Yeah. Complaining that no one loves him.
Right, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Time flew so fast.
Yeah.
Times go by fast when you're having fun and feeding spiders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep
And
calm
singing dog by your
and
leg.
talking about Holconias scaring people.
Holconias are great.
I mean, the pairing was.
Again, it's yet another. I swear I have some sort of hex like circling around me because it was yet another species of spider I was very happy to have, and my other friend provided me with one which was subadult. I put it I cleaned the entire enclosure. I made sure everything is nice, clean, all well. Put it inside, gave it a couple of places to hide and to climb. It was doing perfectly fine as long as it was in the sub-adult stage. Eating, hunting, dangling around, doing its stuff. Then it molded to the adult. It turned out obviously to be a male, because I always have males.
Everyone, we always have only males.
And he just dangled on his on his place where he molted, stayed there for 2 days and just died.
I think that's like the most common reason how those spiders pass in collections. This happened to me already like a few times. So
I just don't get it. Why? Everything was perfectly fine. He was drinking, he was hunting, he was wandering around, he was dangling, hopping, and having all kinds of joy. Molted and decided, yeah, I'm not fond of that anymore. Bye.
I'm going out. Bye.
Yeah, this is
So,
not fun anymore.
I am certain I have no chance of finding any female here because I haven't found yet. So there's no point.
Bye bye.
The pairing of the Holconia, which was actually very eventful, is planned for like the next week. If I'll be able to finish the video for this week, this takes time, but I'll post it because there was a shocking revelation in the end. But there was a shocking revelation in the end with the pairing of the Holconia.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
so far, you've heard it.
Yeah,
okay?
I've heard it.
And-
But I'm not gonna spoil the fun.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not taking this joy from you.
but you are also in shock.
Of course I was. Like,
What?
But
even he is shocked.
so far everything is fine. So this is kind of a spoiler of the ending. But still, the pairing ended with like a shock. But what's not a shock is how well this live stream went with all of you amazing people. And since it's already past 10, I would like to thank you all. I haven't like read through all of the chat because I was like I was talking. So, and the master of the chat which was nominated today. He wasn't keeping track.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to keep track of you and you were running fast.
Yeah, so I would like to thank everyone who joined this small 2-hour live stream where we're doing tarantula stuff and talking about topics going on here in the hobby. So I raise my cup full of very Swedish coffee to all of you. So I raise my cup for Ellen. Was that Ellen or Ellen?
Yes, Elin.
Ellen, Arok, Go Team Slugs,
Mad Manx.
Mad Manx Exotics,
Tarantula.
Wild D's Exotics,
Yeah.
Levicia, Bloodstorm, Niffer's Critters, Bloodstorm,
You said last
You
word
said just last-
2 seconds ago.
Bloodstorm,
And thank you to Bloodstorm.
and thank you to Bloodstorm,
Amphibians, reptiles, and more.
Amphibians, Reptiles and More, Nightbot,
Arrow.
Aloha Tarantula,
Aloha Tarantula, of
I'm
course.
sorry,
Umi.
Umi.
Umi of course.
Arok.
I told
Oh,
Arok already, so
sorry.
Arok. Like thinking about, I try to memorize that. This would be probably impossible if the live streams would be much bigger.
Yes.
So there would be probably a person who is writing down all those people.
I am not writing fast enough. I'm signing off from that role. Sorry. I can get the demotion.
2 hours in. No,
So,
yeah, I'm out.
To all of you, lovely people and to you too, Umi. To all of you lovely people who joined us today, chatting and doing your animal stuff. I raise my cup. Skål to all of you.
Skål.
Skål. Yes, Umi. And we see each other next week on Thursday. Bye.
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 Bye.